Good morning, everyone. I am so glad you're with me today. Today is April. We're into April, April 3rd. Um, and I am Debbie Chronister, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm located in Sacramento, in the Sacramento area of California. We have a beautiful sunny day today. And so I'm going to show you some new fun products and some old fun products today. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down and we'll get started. So we have a new color that I'm going to introduce today. There we are. So our color for today is peach pie. So every week I'm introducing you to one of the new ink colors and showing you some projects that I made with it. And also I have some stamp sets to introduce you to, or a stamp set, and showing you how some of the old product that is retiring, just reminding you that if you haven't purchased it, that you'll want to take advantage of that. So let's get started with this. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make this card with Sending Smiles. This is a retiring stamp set. And it's just so adorable and so perfect for so many things. And we're going to make an easel card. And so just a really simple, but I wanted to show you a couple of other samples. So this is with the new Spotlight on Nature. And this stamp set is I just love it. It's just beautiful. I am so looking forward to using it. And so it's just real simple. So I just cut with the deckled circle dies and created a circle, and then I just took my blending brush and colored some of that peach pie in there and then stamped it. And then I also used Petal Park. Now I thought Petal Park was coming through, but obviously it's not because it's on the retiring list. But I made a pretty little card with Petal Park, and it just this is just a Z fold. I think we did this fold last week. And so I made the same fold and just did that. Today we're going to just do a simple easel fold. So not a lot to it. It just stands up and makes for a cute card like that. Okay. I started out with, I'm mixing Early Espresso with this and Garden Green. Those are the three colors I'm using together. So I have my card base, which is basic white, and it's scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of the peach pie, and we're going to work on that. So, and then I have this. Let's get this one over here. This one I have done a partial embossing on. So if you can see that, that's from the Basics dies. I call it batched because that's what it looks like to me. It's just called the Basics. And I am going to use my green glue today. I just opened a fresh bottle, so I shouldn't have any problems with getting glue out. Okay, and I'm just going to attach that to this layer here. Really super simple. And it's crooked, so let's pull it up a little bit. That should have been cut a little smaller, I think. I think what I did is I embossed the wrong layer. Okay, so oh no, I just put that together wrong. Woo! Okay guys, let's pull that. Green glue is great for that, isn't it? Okay, this is going to go on here since we have all that great glue. Wait a minute. Why am I so confused this morning? This is going to go on here. I'm not sure what this is for the inside. So let's put these two layers together. That's going to go inside the card. I will get it. See that's what happens when I prepare so far ahead. I forget what I've done. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside of the card. This is for the front of the card. And I always stack them the same way, so I don't know why I got myself confused. Let's add a little more adhesive to this just to make sure. So this is going to go on my Early Espresso layer. Now that fits much better. And you ever been at a card class and did that? I have. I just did it on camera. Okay, and then this is going to go on that. I'm sorry, guys. My dog is seeing another dog out the window. Riley, no, no. So I'll close my blind. That'll take care of it. I figured that he would bark when the UPS guy came, but I didn't anticipate another dog. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to this layer, and all these measurements will be on my blog. I will put a picture of this card on my blog, and all the measurements will be there. So this is about 2 inches, I think. Let's see. Yes, it's 2 inches. So this is what the new designer series paper that's coming out in our 2024-25 calendar, annual calendar. And I showed that last week. It has 4 different patterns. Let me grab it and I'll show you those 4 patterns again. So this, I'll just grab the green here. So this is one pattern, and the dotted is on the other side of that. And then we have a stripe and a leaf pattern. So they're going to be fun to work with. Okay, and then let's do our flowers. Okay, so sending smiles. I love this because I have a daughter who lives across the country, and our granddaughter, and so I can send her cute greetings. And one of them says, "Smiles across the sending smiles across the miles." And that's one of my favorites to send to her because she's so far away. So when I use this stamp set, it is a 2-step stamp set, but I always, when I use a stamp set like this, where I am doing a fill, I am going to stamp the darkest part first. And I do that because, okay, this is that flower, so we'll just move in a little ways, because it's easier to see when you have a lighter ink. So to open up this peach pie, I have something in my peach pie already, right there. Is it a cut, a string? It's a string. Let's carefully remove that, because that will end up in my stamping. Okay, and so this is the flower that I'm going to use with this circle. And so I'm just going to center that over that. So you see how much easier it is to see? If I went the other way, I would be trying to circle, if I go this way, to me it's just harder. Because now I have this dark circle. I'll show you. And I'm trying to center that, and I can't really see the edges of it because it's dark in the center. So see how much better I did with the first one? So that's what, that's how I do it. This one, this stamp here, is very interesting because the die cut cuts it out, and it cuts leaving the hump for it. So this is the top for it. Same thing with this one. If I stamp it first, and then I go back and stamp this part of the flower, you can see I can see much better where I'm going with it. I can see the edge of that center and place that flower in a better place. I kind of missed on that one, didn't I? Let's try it again. Whoops, I did it upside down, so I'll have to turn my paper around. So I want to look at both edges here and just kind of get that centered in there. And look at how much better that looks. And then when I die cut, it die cuts perfectly. So just keep that in mind. So if you're doing, this is the little flower, and the little flower is easier than the other ones. Oops, wrong center. Where's my center for my little flower? It's tiny. And so the little flower, that's right ink. And then see, I can see exactly where I want to go there, although I didn't ink it very well. So I have already cut the images. Riley, no. Riley, no. No. Sorry, guys. it always happens. It seems like he's quiet all morning long until I get ready to do something online. He's an old dog. So one of the other things I wanted to show you was sending. And so this time, and when I did this one, I die cut it out of the Early Espresso. But this time, we're going to stamp it. And so I'm going to stamp it first, and then I'm going to die cut the image. So it just comes out really nice that way, as well as die cutting. It's actually easier to do it this way because you have the outline that you're going to die cut. So anyway, that's all the stamping. I did 2 leaves, a couple of flowers, and so I did 2 of the small flowers. I did one of these, and then I did 2 of the leaves, which are this, and I did those in garden green. So I'll just stamp one of those for you. So you're just going to stamp one of those in garden green. All of this is going to be die cut, so it's okay if it's close together. So close that up, just so I don't put my hands in it. Oh, also on the inside, I did the sending wishes, the smiles across the miles. And for this one, I have sunshine to brighten your day. Sunshine to brighten your day. So let me just stamp that for you. And just, ooh, didn't get it inked well. There we go. Just let it soak in. Try not to rock that one, because that one's an easy one to rock. So you just want to put it down and lift it up. Okay, so that's all of our images that we need. And just to save time, and because of die cutting, I already did it. So I'm ready to add this on. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the front of my card, and I'm going to put my adhesive on here, and I know it's going to go all the way to the edges. So I'm putting it on the bottom portion that is scored, and I want to make sure I get a good amount of adhesive on there. And then I'm just going to line this up with that perfectly. And there we are. Okay. Now let's put our card together here. So this is the sending, and that was stamped. And so see how it just comes out just as nice as die cutting. Die cutting's a little trickier, getting it all lined up. If you're die cutting it, make sure you use an adhesive sheet on the back. So sending is going to go here, but let's put our flowers on first. So for the flowers, for my stems, I'm just going to put a little bit of green glue on the back of these. So guys, keep in mind that right now, as of April 9th, a lot of our stuff will go on sale, which is next Wednesday. So some of these stamp sets and things will be on sale. I want to leave enough room for my sending, and that's why I put it down here. And I'm going to go this way first. And I want to leave enough room at the top for my flower, because this one has to go up there. And this little flower gets popped up. Just like that. Boy, that just fit on, huh? Okay, and then I want to put this little guy on next. And this one's going to cross over. So I need to make sure that the stem stays on, and yet it's got enough room for my flower here, and not too high, because I have to put a whole flower up here. I'm having a hard time picking things up today. Okay. And so this one is going to go right here, keeping it on the paper, on the card. I'm going to attach this one here. And this little guy is going to go right down here. just like that. There we are. Okay, and then I'm going to put my sending on, and that I'm going to do with dimensionals also. I'm going to use the mini dimensionals with that. And when I use these, I like to use a pair of tweezers. Just makes them a little easier to grab. And just put a few of these on. Whoops, lost it. Well, I have 2 of them now. Okay, I'll have to take that one apart. Well, I'm not doing very good at grabbing these this morning. All right, let's put one more in there. Okay, and then we'll just peel those papers off. Just like that. And put my sending right across there. I think I have a paper on still. I do. Oh, come on. Where is it? Looks like it's moving around. Okay. Let's get our sending on there. Hopefully straight. Now, when you're working with a camera over your head, it's always questionable if it goes on straight. Okay, then I want to show you a little trick that I did. So I die cut the flower, these little tiny flowers, which are one of the dies from this set. Let's see, they're right here. Right here, this little tiny die. So I die cut those, and I put them on a glue dot, because I knew it would make it easier. Then I die cut them again and kept in Early Espresso, and I kept the centers in there. So the center is now part of the flower. So when I go to put my center on the inside, I have these little flowers that I can now pull off of here, and hopefully it'll come off with everything intact. It did. And attach. Oops. Well, let's put one down. Let's put them down here to get my big fingers out of the way with those little flowers. See if I can get this one off. There we go. And I'm just going to attach that one right over top of the other one, kind of. Okay, and then this is going to go on with dimensionals. Oops, mini dimensionals. Where did I put them? I don't know. It might be able to go with a regular dimensional. No, I'm going to go with the minis. Sorry, guys. Sometimes deciding what to use is the hardest part, huh? I find that when I'm trying to design, sometimes I'll pull out everything and just put everything on my table and say, that's what I'm using. What can I do with it? And then that's where I design my cards. That's the way I design my cards. And so, and then I have to say, I can't use anything else. This is all I'm using. This is all I have available. Okay, so then I'm going to open my card, and I'm just going to put this right across, and hopefully I'm putting it straight. So let's bring my card down here a little bit, just so I can see. I don't think that is straight. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think I should have used something solid there. That might have been better. One of the adhesives, the foam adhesive strips would have been good in here probably. So that would give me a good solid basis. Okay, then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some bling to this, and I'm going to use the peach pie. Thought I would remember these, and I cannot remember what they're called. They're one of the new blings that are coming out. It's the peach pie. It's the, there's a shimmer, which I'm not using. And there's a hair on there, probably mine. And I'll remember the name of these things when I'm done. How about if I cheat and look at a list? I have a list here of bling. Let's see if I can find them. How about... I'm not finding them either on the list. They are the Gosh, they're not on my list here. They have to be here. Right? Well, I want to say acrylic dots, but I don't know if that's correct. But anyway, they will be out in May. If you are a demonstrator, of course, you can order them now through the pre-order. If you're not a demonstrator and you just want to have these now, then please get in touch with me and I will get you signed up to become one. As a demonstrator, you don't have to do classes. You get a 20% discount on all your products. So keep that in mind. And as you purchase more or do more, of course, the amount of the percentage goes up. So, that clear stuff was stuck on there. And that. Okay. So these become available in May for our customers. And if you are a demonstrator, like I said, you can get them now. So, or if you're interested in signing up, you can add these to your sign up. So for $99, you get $125 worth of product, and you can pick this stuff for your sign up for when you sign up for your product. Okay, so I'm going to finish this off by adding a little bow, a little knot with the new ribbon. And this is the peach pie ribbon. That end looks good. This end needs trimmed. And I'm just going to do that with a glue dot. And thank you so much for joining me today. You will find the instructions and this video on my blog as well as on YouTube. And there is our card for today. So that's today's card. This is this beautiful Petal Park. Now, Sentimental Park, which is using products that are very close to the same one. Let me pull Sentimental Park. Sentimental Park is staying. So I could have easily done this with Sentimental Park. That one is staying. But this one's going away. So if you really love this, and it has a punch that punches these flowers out. So there is a coordinating punch. And so Petal Park is going away. So make sure you order that if you love that. And if this is the one that you love the most, Spotlight on Nature will be coming out in the new catalog. So thank you for joining me today, and you will find me at stampwithdeb.com. Bye-bye.